And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I apologize for the extended delays, but we have returned with the semifinals, the upper bracket semifinals of the very first Logic games. And here we go. In the bottom right hand corner, we have our green Protoss player from the land of Germany, representing his new team, representing Team Freiburg eSports. It is ForJumy. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Team Blazer. It is Krystianer. And here we go, Krystianer coming in as one of the favorite players in this tournament. From the very beginning, I assumed it would be a finals between Krystianer and Young Yakov, but Young Yakov no-showed. He did not show up, and now suddenly so much more is up in the air. And even here and now in the upper semifinals, in the upper bracket semifinals, this PvP is not clear-cut either. Sure, I would say that Krystianer is higher ranked. It feels like he has been a little bit more accomplished in his career so far, and he has achieved a little bit more. At the same time, though, ForJumy is no slouch, and in a PvP, anything can happen. It can be a very unpredictable matchup. It can be a bit of a coin flip, fortunately, unfortunately, depending on how you look at it. Things can get very chaotic very quickly. We'll see how this does turn out. Let's go. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for our PvP action. So far, 2-gate opener. 2-gate opener out of ForJumy. 2-gate opener out of Krystianer as well. So far, everything is looking as it should. And we'll see where our players do take us as we do settle on in. For now, we're waiting which two units come out first. Is it going to be 2-gate into double Adept, double Stalker, Stalker Sentry? What do we got? And here we go. We have our answer. It's going to be double Adept out of Krystianer. He's going to be the aggressor in the early game. Meanwhile, we have double Stalker out of ForJumy. So the way this dynamic works is that ForJumy can gain map control with double Stalker. He can gain momentum. He can shut down, chase down, and kill these Adepts. Or Krystianer could bypass the Stalkers, get around them, get past them, and threaten the mineral lines of ForJumy. Here we go. So again, we have different roles here between our players. We have differing roles, and we go open up double Adept into a third and fourth Adept. So Krystianer, he's doubling down on the ground-based aggression. Probe gets into the main, is going to be shut down. And we have our follow-up tech for ForJumy going for a Robo, which means, what do we have on the map? The Probe! No! The Probe is going to be chased down, potentially setting up a proxy, but the Probe does fall. We could have been working towards a one-base all-in, and there it is. Third gateway gets thrown down. It is a one-base all-in, but ForJumy lost his scouting Probe. That Probe was designed to throw down a pylon to set up a proxy, to set up a reinforcement point, and lastly gets shut down. But now Krystianer needs to scout because he's going for an expand. Ooh, that is an expansion before tech. Very economic follow-up here by Krystianer. He has the death, but he runs into a wall of Stalkers. And now Krystianer, he's on the back foot. He throws down a Robo. He's now aware of what's going on. He scouts. He dives in. He sees the lack of expansion. He confirms the one-base play. Recalls back home. Krystianer, he has all the information he needs. There it is. 1, 2 shield batteries on the way. Robo for immortal production. Krystianer, he knows it's the one-base all-in. He's getting ready for it. And he's going up to 6 Adepts. He wants that Stalker. He wants the Stalker. He will commit to the shade. One volley goes off. Gets a second volley as well. Good target firing there out of ForJumy. He comes in with some Adepts. Comes in with some Stalkers. And he will chase down and get the second Stalker as well. Very nicely done here by Krystianer. And ForJumy, he's in a lot of trouble. Again, he's lost momentum. He's one base all in. And he already bleeds out a couple of Stalkers. He already lost that Probe earlier. But we are not done. We're not done. Not even close. Krystianer, he confirms a lack of expansion. Once again, confirming the one base all in. Ooh, he's committing across the map. Bold move. He's forcing defensive warp-ins. He's forcing warp-ins across the map. One Adept will fall. We're going to get a kill on the pylon. But this is distracting ForJumy and slowing down his push. We do shade away. Meanwhile, ForJumy, got to be dropping into the main. He does ferry his units into the main base. Gonna be committing. Goes for the pylon. Won't get it. Gets punished for it. The Immortal's going ham. Oh, bleeding out too much. GG gets called as ForJumy loses too many Stalkers. Bleeds out too many Stalkers. And Krystianer takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. A solid game there from Krystianer. Again, scouting, confirming the all-in, delaying the all-in as well from his opponent. And Krystianer now is 1 game away from the upper bracket finals. Uno más. Uno más is all he needs. Meanwhile, we have some updates. The lower half of the bracket has been progressing. It has been progressing over time. We have Shameless taking down Chuchilla 2-0. We have Geralt taking down Nickrak 2-1. Very happy to see that it went to the ace match. Again, I did give Geralt the edge, but I knew that it would be competitive between those two players. Nickrak could be one to bring Geralt down. Failed to do so though. Nickrak, he gets knocked down to lower brackets. Geralt advances on to face off against Shameless in a PvP. Fun fact, here in the upper bracket, only Protoss remain. We have Krystianer, ForJumy, Shameless, and Geralt. We have a Protoss confirmed for the finals. We have a Protoss confirmed for the grand finals. Who is it going to be? Meanwhile, when it comes to other Protoss players, well, they're going to be knocking each other out. We have 1 Zerg and 1 Terran left in the tournament, and they are facing off as we speak in the lower bracket. Chuchilla, our Zerg player, versus Nickrak, our Terran. They're the only 2 non-Protosses left in the tournament, and they're knocking each other out. Ooh. So a bit of a shame there. We'll be losing either our last remaining Zerg or Terran in the entire event. Oh, as we didn't quite have the correct race. My apologies. Krystianer, he loaded in as Terran, so we'll have to remake. We'll just have to remake and set things up once again. All good. All good. We will get that back up and running. But again, Krystianer, he needs one more. So uno más here to win it all. ForJumy, the pressure is on. He has to take this game here to force the ace match. We'll see if he can pull it off here. Likewise, best of luck to Nickrak and Chuchilla to make a deep run. Whoever comes out on top, I wish them the best to, you know, wave their flag and to represent their race for as long as they can in this tournament before it becomes a PvP fest. I wish them the best. So we are getting into game number 2. Número 2. And we're going to be loading into Alkyone. And here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkyone. We have our German Protoss player, the green Protoss representing Team Freiburg eSports. We have ForJumy. Freiburg. I said Freiburg. God damn it. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from the land of Poland representing Team Blazer, leading the series 1-0, 1 game away from advancing on to the upper bracket finals. Sorry, yeah, the upper bracket finals. It is Krystianer. Here we go. And hello, ForJumy. Oh, we're going for a proxy. ForJumy PvPing it up right now as he goes for a proxy pylon across the map, a proxy into the natural of Krystianer. A very bold move. Krystianer is going for a probe scout, and he will confirm that, hold up, it isn't just your second pylon missing, but your first pylon is going to be missing as well. Oh my god, it's going to be a big moment here, and we'll see how hard Krystianer does respond as he is opening up 2 gates. Meanwhile, that is going to be a proxy 4 gate from ForJumy. Probe comes in, no gases, no pylon, no nothing. The no gases screams that it's going to be 4 gate. It's going to be Zealots. Mass Zealot here from ForJumy. Meanwhile, a Forge gets thrown down. Ooh, good response here by Krystianer. He fully walls off. He has a Forge on the way. Basically, ForJumy has better production. He has more production straight up. There's nothing you can do to catch up here in how many units ForJumy will have. So how do we make up for our lack of units? Cannons. Cannons and shield batteries are going to be on the way alongside a couple of gateway units. Krystianer, has he reacted fast enough? Does he have enough time to get these cannons up and running? Forge is done. First cannon is on the way. Zealots are being chronoed as we speak. We have our own Zealot on the way as well for Krystianer, but he does cancel, going for the Adept instead. The Zealots have arrived. Krystianer, he didn't see the proxy, but again, he's fully aware of what's going on, setting up a secondary wall behind this. And I feel like 1 cannon is not enough. Second cannon on the way, but it's quite delayed here. The gateway tanking a lot of shots, buying time, down to half HP. No shield batteries, by the way, only cannons. And here we go, the gateway is gonna fall. The adept will not come out. And that cannon is under fire. It's gonna be falling as well. It kills one zealot, but this may just be too much. We break through the cannon, we're breaking through the pylon. A second cannon has finished. While the pylons are going down, one after the other, we are breaking through the defensive line into the main base. We have more walls on the way, but it's not gonna be good enough. Yeah, the zealots, they can even just run past the cannon at this point. We're chronoing out that adept. Boys are being pulled. We're trying to at least. Probes are going down as well. Krystianer bleeding out a bit too much. And we get on top of the cannon. A disaster here. The cannon will fall, and that may just be it. We have one adept on the way. But ForJumy, he has done it. The proxy 4 gate here. Coming in clutch. There's 2 pylons left. There is one adept. We're down to 1 pylon, and yeah, this adept, it's not going to finish up. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's close. It's so close here. Yeah, the adept doesn't finish. We will make sure we just camp the production. We camp these pylons, and they will never finish. Oh, I mean, I say that. We do reach surface area. It finishes. We get the second adept. We do get our second adept. We're pulling the boys as well. Is there a world? Can these 2 adepts somehow bring it back? There's just so many zealots though. It's hard. It's hard to believe. Yeah, we get into the mineral line. Probes are falling left and right. We're down to 7 probes. And we're going for the Nexus as well. We have done it here. Krystianer is going across the map to try and get some damage done. But in this base race, Krystianer, there's no way to save the buildings. That's the thing. We will be losing by elimination. Zealots, they're going for every single building in the main. Krystianer, he does get across the map. He will kill probes. That is true. He will kill workers. He will annihilate this mineral line. And he does have enough money here for a pylon. But yeah, there it is. GG gets called. Cannot keep up. And ForJumy ties up the series 1-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. ForJumy whipping out the proxy 4 gate here. Let's go. In the natural base. And again, I do think that Krystianer, if you remember, he threw down his second cannon after the second gateway. If you remember, he walled off, threw down the first cannon, then threw down another gateway, then the second cannon. And I feel like maybe that was a bit of a misstep there. I think that was a bit of a slip up just because we needed cannons ASAP. Maybe we didn't realize how committed it was. It's possible. Regardless, GG. GG, well played. ForJumy ties up the series 1-1. We're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game number 3. All the way to game 3 here. I'm just catching up in the chats. Now that's a cheese to join to, yeah. It's the PvP part. Let's go. Again, ForJumy just throwing caution to the wind. Fun fact, ForJumy, he's gone for a 1 base all-in every game so far. It's been a 1 base all-in every single game. Different variations, but nonetheless, 1 base play. Will that continue getting into game 3? Will ForJumy ever expand? Will he ever expand? Oh no. Not so sure he will. Not so sure we want him to. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate, we have our green Protoss player from the land of Germany representing his new team, Freiburg eSports. It is ForJumy. Tying up the series, a 1-1, forcing that ace match, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Team Blazer, being forced into the ace match. It is Krystianer. Here we go. And yep, it's going to be a one-base all-in. Once again, ForJumy going for the pylon across the map. Immediately, he knows that, mate, I understand. I do feel like Krystianer is favored in a longer game. He's favored in a longer macro game. So I do worry for ForJumy if we do end up in that situation. So avoid it. Once again, Proxy 4 game. Same build, 2 games in a row. The first time it was here in the natural, and now it's here outside of the natural instead. But we do commit to those 4 gateways. 0 gases back at home. We're sending it. Let's go. Meanwhile, Krystianer, he does slip in. Does confirm the lack of gases. Does confirm the lack of pylon. And he reacts once again with a forge. Does fully wall off. We'll see if Krystianer can clean up and tighten up his defenses this time. Can we hold? Can we survive? Once again, there's that second gateway. Into a cannon. Oh, this time... actually, this time it's a much earlier second gateway. Oh, wait, it's a 2... a much earlier third gateway, I should emphasize. So we do fully wall up here. Essentially, the adjustment that we've gone for, no Cybercore. No Cybercore here. We throw down, we finish up that second gateway. We go for the second cannon as well. Into a third cannon. A much stronger reaction here from Krystianer. You love to see it. Taking this very seriously. Now going for the Cybercore. Yeah, and fully walling up. 2 Cybercores thrown down. Cannons are finishing. And we are getting so much more damage done. There's the second pylon as well. Remember, last game we saw a Cybercore. Last game we saw an attempted Adept. We delayed cannons, and this time we have 3 cannons already. And we've held. 100%. We have held. Zelta going down one after the other. They're trickling to the death. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he just shuts down the proxy, and he will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Krystianer as he does take the series. He does advance on to the upper bracket finals. Again, a much stronger reaction. We forget about the Cybercore. We roll up. We focus on cannons. We got our 3 cannons up and running very quickly. Again, Krystianer, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Never fool me again. As Krystianer, he took it much more seriously this time. And with that, he will take the series. He will advance on. Congratulations. My condolences to ForJumy, but he is still in the tournament. He still has another chance.